because I need to talk to my mans in them, you know. Hi guys. So this is a chat with me. All right. We are just talking. These are no cards. This is nothing. We just having a conversation. Sometimes we need that. We don't always need tarot. Sometimes we need tarot P. So this is going to be tarot P with me. All right. I'm going to use my cards for some things that we need to talk about. I'm going to wait for a minute and let the room clear up though. Come on in, sit down, you grab your drinks or whatever, and we will discuss the topics based off Kipper. Okay, we're gonna make this real fun. Okay, let me grab my cigarettes. All right, we here. My Geminis need to be in here. You know we could talk for the fuck hours, but I need all of y'all in here. But I need my talkers to talk. Okay, don't just be waiting to see what the next bitch. We all gonna talk tonight. Okay, this is for everybody. Hey baby, how you doing? All right. So for the first discussion, Spirit, what is it that my room needs to be discussing? What is the first thing that we need to discuss tonight, Spirit? Coffin. All right. How did you get over your past person? What did you do? What were the ways? Because some people may need to know that. How did you get away from the person that you loved the most that wasn't any good for you anymore? How did you detach? How did you pull away? How did you finally let go? Okay, you could be helping somebody um, else in the long run. So tell your story. VH1, bitch. How, you ready to tell your story, ho? Tell your story. You worked on yourself? Self-love. How did you work on yourself? What did you do? Well, I'll tell you one of mine while y'all telling y'all's. So we all could reiterate here. So I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. Okay. So when I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you the long way. Okay. We talking about coffins, okay? We talking about how we got over people that weren't good for us, people who may have took advantage of us with this thief card, okay? Could have even been people that we were married to or in long-term relationships. This is VH1, and I'm gonna tell my motherfucking story, okay? So my very first relationship I was in was a long ass relationship. It was with a Taurus. Okay, we were young. We were together from 12 to 16. He was my first everything. Okay, he was very wild. Okay, in bed. At the time I didn't really realize that our relationship was unstable because I was young. Okay, and he was very all over the place, but I loved him. So we would go months without speaking, and then we would just pick up and click up like it was nothing, and then it was back and forth. So how I finally got over him is my mother called his mother a dyke, and I had no choice but to let him go. My next situation was with a Aries, and I told y'all my story about Aries, baby. Aries was one of the most toxicest relationships I ever been. Every scar on my body he gave me. How did I get over that? I met a Scorpio. I got pregnant. I ran off. I hauled ass, okay? And after 5 years of being utterly abused, I mean beat to damn near death, okay, on the street, pregnant with his baby, I moved on to the Scorpio, which I married, and clearly I needed to go through that transition period because although he was a terrible fucking, husband, he taught me a lot of things. Okay, he got me out of a lot of fears. He got me out of a lot of things. He took me from a young woman to a grown ass adult. Okay, after him, I was a fucking lady. Okay, and after him, I met a Cancer who taught me to love myself and him as I should. And my way up until the Cancer, because after the Cancer I had to learn self-love more. So I had to teach myself to not be codependent and having to jump from relationship to relationship and needing somebody in order to fill the space of somebody else. Okay, I was with my Cancer for 5 years, and he continuously put me through phases in my life where I had to learn to be by myself. Okay, and I'm like very thankful for him, but I'm even more thankful for the Capricorn that I met right after him, because he put me through something that made me realize that you don't have to pay for love. Love is not something that you have to buy. It's not negotiable. Okay, because when I was with him, I feel like the Cancer, when he left, he may have took the security blanket from under me, and I was looking for that security blanket again, you know. So when I didn't have that security blanket anymore, I ran to the Capricorn for security, to the point where I started to take care of him, and he knew that. And due to the fact that I was taking care of him, he was taking full advantage of that. You know, I was the bitch that was put up. I was taken care of, but I was put up though, and I never knew that. You know, he had so much going on the outside of our relationship, because I was in it. You know, meanwhile I'm working, I'm taking care of the kids, I am making sure the bills are paid. You know, he's there as a confidant, but he's not really putting any energy back into the situation. He's just offering the stability. He's just there. And then I found out about a baby. So once I found out that he had a baby on me, I naturally pulled myself back, because that's another thing. I have boundaries. Okay, it's only but so much I can take from anybody. So after the Capricorn, I was over relationships, but I went back to the Cancer for a minute. So it was me still ping ponging, but learning how to be by myself. But after the Cancer, the last time, mind you, the Cancer, I just stopped talking completely to in May, but I was talking to the Cancer for a very long time. Like, I even after I broke up with him and I didn't want him in my house no more, I was still fucking him for a very long time. And I had met the Taurus in January, and me and the Taurus may have had the quickest little situation ever, but it just dragged out. I feel like we dragged that situation out. I feel like I was supposed to let the Taurus go in January, maybe February, but I dragged it all the way up until retrograde, you know. Um, the key to letting things go is to simply let it go. I feel like the problem with us is we have this, we're intuitive, so we feel that pull, we feel that bond, we feel them. And even if they treat us like shit, we know that they need us, because we feel them, and we want to go to them because we feel like we can help them. You know, and to some degree, I don't always feel like, I feel like that's a way for us to show that we can be that stable person for people. But the point for us is to realize that we don't have to show somebody that we are stable enough for them. They should know it. We should not need to see a weak spot and want to pick up or scoop up, you know, after them to make them feel like we are the wifey or the hubby type. That's not what we're here for. We're here to be the wifey or the hubby type, but you don't have to show and prove all the fucking time. Okay, so that was the next. Let's see what the next. What is the next thing, Spirit? Because I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This too transparent for me. What is the next one? What is the next one that we need to conversate and talk about? It is very hard. Every time I meet a soulmate, it winds up dragging out. Not even a soulmate. I feel like that's a twin flame. When I meet twin flames, I be with them the longest. And I hate when people be like, oh, it's only one. You don't understand. You're born with one. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe we get one of anything. I think we get as many as they fucking come. I do. Okay. High honor. Great fortune. That's good. Spirit, I don't know where you getting at right now, but okay. So the next card, this may be a little bit of a waking for me as well. But we're needing to have a conversation next on the blessings and the things that came to us. Do you realize what blessings you got out of the things that you've accomplished, or the things that you've been through in life? Are you aware of the good things that you have in your life? Are you appreciating those good things? What is something that recently happened for you that's been really, really good for you, and you feel like you've only been able to accomplish based off of what you've been through in life? What is a big accomplishment for you this year, you guys? You share and then I'll share. And tell me, what do you think that blessing was from? What was the painful experience that brought that blessing in for you? Wow, Sarah, how long have you been divorced? Graduated college even though he was putting me through hell. Congratulations, XO. What you going to school for? A couple of months now? Oh, you new single. Chris, why you keep saying pro? Pro what? You got a promotion? Okay, baby. Congratulations. Oh, okay. But why do you think you got that promotion? What was it that you struggled with that you got a blessing for? Getting a federal job, lesson was perseverance. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that. That's high honor. Okay, a lot of you guys are realizing that you're highly favored. Okay, because I feel like when we're going through rough time, we start to question shit. Being a single mom and my child's father can help financially, but he doesn't because no control is given. Man, where my motherfucking bell at for that one? Because that's me and my baby father. And he's so upset right now, girl. It didn't matter what I did. When I left him and I started working these little jobs, because when we were together, my baby father was taking care of everything. I didn't work, okay? My whole pregnancy, I didn't work. So when I finally had to get out and I got a job, he started getting really abusive. That's the Scorpio. He got really, really fucking abusive. And when I decided that I didn't want to depend on him anymore, and I went and got me a little job, and I started paying my own rent, and then I fucking put him the fuck out. Nothing that I did was good enough. My job was my little shitty, non-paying job. I was, oh my God, I was everything under the book. I was so broke. I was so poor. He was running off with income tax money. He just was like putting me down the best way he possibly could to make me feel bad about myself. And my car was fucked up. Everything was just fucked up when he left. But I was like, I'd rather be fucked up and by myself than struggle with your motherfucking ass. And the first year or two, I was struggling, and I was with the cancer, and he wasn't shit. He wasn't really helping any better either, but he was here for support, which is something that I didn't get with my husband. Okay? So, and the cancer was also putting that dick down, but that's a whole nother conversation. So, anyways, after the cancer, I had got my first good job. Mind you, I did not finish my degree, so I don't have a degree. I'm going back now in January, though. So, when I got my first good job, and his bitch was my husband's girlfriend, was the janitor there, okay? He would still say little shit. Like, first of all, excuse me? So now it's like, again, still now, nothing is good enough. Now I have my own YouTube and things like that, and I'm making a decent amount of money, probably better than him and, you know, his chick, and I have these nice cars, and I don't work anymore. And now I'm just this little... I'm just this little bitch that got a YouTube. You know, it's like it's never enough. Okay? But it's a blessing for me. It's It's a blessing for me because I've never allowed him to get me down to the point where I didn't feel good enough, even though that's always where he wanted me. You know, he even does that shit to our daughter now. Like, he'll try to down talk my son and myself to my daughter, and I always try to encourage her not to pay attention because I don't want to cut the connection off between them two, because I want her to know her father. But I feel like in a lot of ways it's kind of weird, because I would never want him to, you know, distort her mind to think anything different of her brother or me. But again, she's a Pisces, so it's like she just wants everybody to be happy regardless. My biggest blessing was the fact that I had all these awakenings to be able to come to you guys and do things like this based off of things like that. Okay, that's a blessing in itself. All right, because I've been through a lot. Okay, since as far back as I can remember, I've been taken care of by men. This is by far the most that I have taken care of myself in the past 5 years than ever, and I'm 31. Okay, all right. And they never be happy when I leave. When I leave, I'm every big bitch in the book. You hear me? So, that's why I said I don't know what the fuck Spirit trying to do tonight with this conversation. But y'all know I don't mind being open with my business. And I don't mind, because who the fuck gonna judge me? Who ain't been through what I've been through? You know? And if you haven't been through what I've been through, who ain't going where I'm going? Sudden wealth. I feel like this may be some... Ooh! Gave me the chills. So how many people own their own house? How would you like for me to tell you that you people that are tuned in may be destined to buy a house soon? This the horizon. Some of you guys may be destined to buy a house soon. Do you guys want a house? Do some of you guys own a house? There's a house coming for you guys. You manifesting a house? Yes, Sarah, you own a house already? You guys are going to get a house soon. Congratulations. You don't own one yet? Speaking into existence, you're about to own one. Okay, a lot of you guys are about to either run into some type of money, or you're going to run into one hell of a deal on a house. Could be a new apartment for those of you who don't wish to, you know, buy a house yet. There may be some type of some concern from an older lady. It could be in regards to an apartment or a house that you want. Could be in regards to finances with kids. It could be in regards to child support or something like that. Okay. If you have not, some of y'all, if you know for a fact, this is a message. If you know for a fact that your baby father is not paying any child support, okay, and you're trying to buy a house, or you're trying to get some type of grant or something, you may want to just go ahead and take him off, because you don't want that to show up as a part of your income if you ain't even getting it. All right. For others of you, if you have been getting child support and this person is playing fucking games, I see that coming through for you, so don't worry about that. I don't know why that message came through. Yeah, expectations, because some of you are needing it or waiting for it. Okay. I feel like the most part, when you get out of a toxic situation, the best part of that is experiencing peace. Experiencing peace. After you get out of a toxic relationship, sometimes you have to get yourself, because when you first get out of that toxic relationship, you're mad, you're upset, you're hurt, you're sad. You have to get out of that first. Okay? Because after that, it comes peace. It's so fucking peaceful after you get out of a toxic relationship. It's crazy. And it's even crazier for me because I go through a lot, okay, with a lot of fucking people. Mothers, sisters, aunts, grandmas, kids, boyfriends, friends. I go through a lot. And sometimes the best thing for you to do is sit alone by yourself and just have the fucking peace. The peace that motherfuckers don't be bringing to you. Okay? The peace that can't nobody else bring you. The peace for you is what you do next. And if you're at that peaceful state, enjoy it. When something is supposed to be in your life, when something is supposed to come along, it comes along. Okay? I did not in no way, type of form I don't, like, my mom asked me today, do I reach out to my new Taurus? Well, not, the one that I've been talking to for 10 years, but because she knows he hits me up like every day. And she's like, do you ever reach out to him? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh my God, Ashley. I'm like, I have no will to. I feel I have no will to reach out to nobody. I have no passion. I have no drive to reach out to. If a person wants to speak to me, if they want to know me, if he is serious about me, knowing I'm sick or knowing that I'm going through something, they're going to reach out to me. A person that's interested shows their drive for you, and when they don't, then they're not interested. So your biggest thing right now is to be 100% happy and comfortable with yourself. It's all right. Well, I do have Sag in my chart. My moon is my rising is Sag. So I'm talking about my experiences, but depending on what's in my chart, I could be speaking on yours too. I find a lot that collectively as signs, we go through the same thing. You think the bitch on the bus or the bitch at your job ain't mad for the same reason you probably mad. You're wrong. You're wrong. A lot of us all as humans are going through the same thing at the same exact time. We're all in different moods at the same exact time. Some of us are just a little crazier than others based off the fact that we don't know how to handle our emotions. We don't know what to be. We're tired of being. Okay? A person could be put in the same predicament as you and kill themselves. A person could have more than you and commit suicide based off of something that they just feel a little stronger about than you. Okay? So in this time, when you are going through something, or there's a lot of us are experiencing breakups, okay? That motherfucking retrograde shine some light on some bitches that it shine some light on and needed to. Okay? Because I ain't met a motherfucker yet who ain't getting knocked down sometime this month. I ain't meet a motherfucker yet. And motherfuckers ain't even spiritual, and they coming to me like, Ashley, this retrograde was crazy. My friend, she a Pisces. I just hit her up just to talk to her. She like, every time I'm going through something, you just be there. She like, the universe just knows. And I ain't speak to my Pisces friend in almost, I want to say, like 6 months. I completely cut off. I needed a break. I needed that break. That motherfucking retrograde came and put everybody back down to earth where they were supposed to be. Everybody. If you ain't had no karma, if you had some type of karma or debt that you had to pay back, baby, you paid that shit back with this retrograde. This retrograde made you pay back that debt. It gets better here. It's so peaceful right now. We had the nerve to go from having a retrograde to a fucking full moon. We had the all fucking audacity to end the retrograde with a full moon. If your ass ain't at peace right now, you may want to check yourself into a mental hospital, because baby, that shit, if you ain't clear away everything from the retrograde to that full moon, it's you. It's you. It's some things that you got to work out here. Alright, because this shit right here was not for the weak-hearted. And if it was for the weak, bitch, it made you strong. It let you know, because this shit, it made you completely turn your back on shit that you didn't even want to. Maya, can you hand me my cigarettes? Because I'm going to have to smoke.
Where is it?
In my room on my bed. Because shit getting real on this conversation here.
The pizza wasn't cooking.
Why did y'all turn the oven on?
No.
Why didn't y'all turn the oven on? They put the pizza in the oven. No heat.
What was it?
No heat. Go get my cigarettes, please. On my bed, and my light, my green light. It might be on the bed too. I'm telling you, I need a cigarette based off of what I had to, retrograde affected me so bad I got sick. Okay, I don't think y'all understand what I say. Retrograde affected me so bad I got sick. If that don't sink, I haven't had COVID ever in my fucking life until this retrograde. It made me sick. I got vulnerable. Thank you, baby. I got vulnerable. I got so vulnerable I became susceptible to a virus. That's how bad retrograde was for me. Retrograde made me fucking sick. And the worst part about it is, as a mother, and I felt really bad because as a mother, me being sick affected my children. Everybody was sick. You know, I threw everybody's chakras off. Because, and that's another thing that I had to realize. When you are the head of the household, you have to keep your energy and your spirit clean so that you can hold this shit together. Because that was a lesson for me, that if you fall apart, nobody, you know, and nobody is here to catch you. I was on the phone with my mother like, I need to go to the emergency room, but I refuse to go to the emergency room because who's going to take my kids? You're not going to take them. And I think that shit hurt my mother's feelings, but let's be real. My babies have COVID too. Nobody is just opening their fucking house to take my kids during COVID, and I'm not going to leave my kids or make them feel like they're not wanted. So I want to sit here even though I can't breathe until I can't do anything, because I'm not going to let them feel any type of way. What I tell you, this retrograde was very heavy for me. It was very awakening for me. And the only person that checked on me the whole time that I was sick was a tourist that I have not fucked in 10 years. And my best friend, who was an Aquarius. Them was the only two people that were there the whole entire fucking time. And my mother. But she wasn't even there in the beginning. She didn't really start picking up until I told her I had to go to the hospital because my fucking oxygen was going down. Okay? And I've been like that since I had my son. My son was 2 weeks old and they gave me fucking stitches and I was crying in the fucking snow. I had my son in December 2nd, in the middle of a motherfucking snowstorm, and I wanted to go to the doctor. I was trying to check and see why the fuck these stitches was hurting down there. Them shits hurt. They say they dissolve by themselves. They wasn't dissolving. I was outside in the snow crying because I didn't want to sit and wait for a bus. This is in 2009. Wasn't no Ubers then. I didn't want to sit outside in the cold with a brand new baby on the bus. I cried and went my ass home as opposed to going to check my fucking stitches because I had a newborn baby. Nobody can tell a woman how much they sacrifice for their kids. Okay? Because I was willing to die and couldn't breathe in this bitch, so he didn't feel... So my kids didn't feel left out in the cold like nobody wanted them because they were sick. Okay? And that's just that. So again, retrograde could have been more of a thing for not just me but my kids. You know, it probably was. It was more of a bond for me and my kids. It was more about me putting everything else to the side and healing my family. You know, that's what retrograde was like. Fuck everybody and everything else. Take care of you and your kids. That's a prime example of what that was for me. And that's exactly what it felt like. Take care of you and your fucking kids. I woke up in the morning, I gave them their vitamins. I went to sleep at night, I gave them their vitamins. I woke up in the morning, I disinfected the whole house. I cooked breakfast, I couldn't fucking breathe. I couldn't stop smoking cigarettes. Ugh. I was just like horrible. But then I found an apartment that I liked. I found a car that I liked. And hopefully moving forward, I can get all of those things. Because you don't just go through shit for no reason. You go through shit because, you know, again, through all that bullshit, you get blessings. It's like a reward. It's like a reward. And now that I've had COVID, I'm pretty sure when my body sees it next time, it's going to be like, hold the fuck up. Hulk, who goes there? You know, it's going to be harder for everybody to get it. It's going to be harder for everybody to get it, but my kids will not be going back to school. They know that. They're aware of that. They're sad about it, but they're not. They're going to be homeschooled because I'm not putting them at risk anymore. You know? And God did just enough to where as though I was sick, but it didn't kill me and it didn't drain me. You know, it didn't drain me at all. It just made me start to put things in perspectives a little bit better. Evaluate who's there in your life and who shouldn't be. And what matters to you and what doesn't. And that's what retrograde was about. What the fuck matters to you? What is supposed to be here? What is not supposed to be here? What is for you was not for you. That's what it was. It was a wake-up call. A big one. A big one. And if you miss this wake-up call, I feel sorry for your ass next retrograde because they only get worse. They only get worse. These retrogrades are not nothing to fuck with, okay? They teach you all about what you're supposed to be focusing on and what you're not. And if you miss it, the next one gets a little worse. You know? And I don't know how to date. Dating out here just does not seem to be a thing that I want to take part in anymore. Dating is just so out of reach for me. I love too hard. I'm too serious. I don't have time for that push and pull energy where you want me and you don't. I don't have the time to not know if you really want to be in a relationship or if you just want to fuck on me. I don't have the time to figure out if there's somebody else or let me know what it is now. Okay, I can handle it. I'm 31. I've been through mad shit. I done already been married. I got 2 kids and my own shit. Just let me know what you want. Okay? Listen, I may want to fuck too, but don't play with me. Alright? Just don't play. Wait, I'm not a fucking jungle gym, bitch. Don't think you want to slide here. Please. I done had enough of dating. At this point, are you trying to get married or what? Because that's where I'm at. You trying to get married or you trying to go fuck on somebody else? Because I don't have the energy for none of that shit. So that's a big part of me learning how to disconnect from people. Going back to, you know, the breakups. I've learned how to disconnect from people because I've learned that the easiest thing for you to do is let go now, in the beginning, when it does not feel good, when you notice that it is not good, when you've explained to somebody how to treat you and they just don't treat you right, still, it's because they're not supposed to. It's because you are being tested to know when to walk away. So after you have that conversation with somebody and you tell a person what you're looking for or what you expect from them, because that's another thing I need you guys to really start to explain to these people what you want. Do not be afraid to tell somebody what you want on the first date, on the first link up. You know, what are you looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Either they run when they hear what you looking for if that's not what they looking for, or bitch, you run if you're getting the energy that this person is not invested in you. But you don't fucking sit around and wait. You don't sit around and hope that things get better. You don't sit around and hope that they know you or they realize you. Okay? That's what we have to learn to do. Because Geminis, when we like a motherfucker, we always feel like we got to prove something. Because we have high standards. You know, so when we find somebody that meets our standards, it's like, ooh, this got to be the one. It does not. It does not. And it should not take you 5 years to figure that out. Take it from me. Whatever that motherfucker was like in the beginning, that's how you usually wind up leaving it with them. They don't really change. They don't really change. I've learned that. Whatever red flags that you see in the beginning is why you'll wind up leaving that motherfucker later. And that's a fact. If you do not pay attention to those red flags, and if you already can't deal with them red flags, or if it seems to be something that's making you clutch the pearls, baby, take your pearls and get the fuck out of that person's energy. But they take your pearls from you, and then you got to walk around here trying to find them all over again. Because people wear people's souls like a fucking piece of jewelry. All right? They will. They will wear your soul. They will take your energy and use it to take somebody else's energy and they light. So the key is not to give them that much energy or light. Okay? All my situations taught me that. Don't let nobody take your fucking light to give it to somebody else so they could take their fucking light. It's a lot of users and abusers out here. And they will do it to you. They will do it to you. They will take, they don't have to never ask you for shit in your life and be taking everything from you. My Cancer never asked me for a fucking, well, he did. He asked me for stuff. But it wasn't like, oh, bitch, if you don't give it to me, I'm not coming back. It wasn't like that. What it was, I'm going to get this shit from another bitch. You don't give it to me, one of these other bitches will. And that was a red flag for me because, again, he never took anything from me, but he still took everything from me. Okay? All right? So you have to be very, very serious, especially if you're up in age. Okay? When you get to your 30s, you don't have fucking time to be constantly losing your light. All right? Because we're losing energy. You're draining your life. You're draining your life. You're taking years off of your life. Letting people drain your energy is hard to get back. It throws your chakras off, and your chakras only have so much healing power. You see these people dying at 50, 60 from these illnesses. They let people drain them. You know? They let people drain them. You're getting sick. You're at the doctors more than usual. You're letting people drain you. Because you believe that this person needs help. A lot of times we believe that these people need help. And we want to help them. But we be needing the motherfucking help. We be needing the motherfucking help. We be trying to help other people because we be needing the help. So what I've learned to do is to help you. The first way to align your chakras is to let the stress go. You have to get out the negative. You have to let the negative energy out of your body. You have to. And there's many ways. I take, like, I get so serious when I feel heavy. I will cleanse my house. I will take spiritual baths. I will drink spiritual teas. Okay? I will literally take laxative, cleansing teas. You know? You have to get it out of you. In every form, way, shape, okay? You need to go to the OBGYN. Okay? You need to get something to cleanse your vagina. Okay? whatever you got to do, you have to get one with yourself internally. You have to get back on the right path with yourself internally. When somebody takes your light, it's deep. It's deep. It ain't no just lighting no motherfucking candles. It's deep, because the waste that you put in your body does not just come from that. It comes from the sex that you have with these men, these women. It comes from those kisses. It comes from that energy that you exchange with that person. You have to get that energy out of your body, and it's not easy. It's not easy. That person becomes a part of your DNA. It's hard. The thing that I feel like may have really helped me really disconnect, because I've been kind of disconnected from the Cancer and the Taurus for a while, but loneliness brought me back to him. And I drank the last time that I really felt myself losing energy from him. I mean, losing interest in him. I had did like the full works. I had got this energy tea. I mean, this spiritual tea, which was a spiritual cleanser. And I did a spiritual bath for nights, not just one or two. I did spiritual nights for a long, I mean, spiritual baths for a long time. I would get butt ass naked in my room and cry. And I wouldn't cry because of him. I would cry because I was like, why am I like this? Because you have to also take responsibility. You have to take responsibility for allowing people to treat you and do things to you a certain way. When you're praying for healing, you're not praying for healing based off of that situation. You're praying for healing for yourself. You're praying to better yourself. You're praying so that you can get to a point where you notice things and you see things and you can divert them. Because the problem with us is we notice things, we see them, and we continue to allow it to unfold in our lives, and it makes it harder to get out of our energy. My spiritual baths vary. Okay, it depends on what the fuck I'm trying to do. Okay. I have literal spiritual baths. Okay, I use my own fucking baths. Sometimes, if I don't want to use these baths, because sometimes they're not good enough. You know, sometimes depending on what's really going on, you know what's really going on, or how strong you're feeling about something, you may need something stronger. I get those from another place, you know, but I will take. They're way more expensive though. I will take those baths consecutively. I will use salt baths, Epsom salt. I will use eucalyptus baths. Okay, I use peppermint soap to cleanse my energy a lot. Okay, depending on if I had sex or not with the person, I will douche. I would whatever the fuck I need to do to cleanse my energy, even if it's because my thing is, people be like, don't douche because it throws off your pH balance, but sometimes it needs to throw off your pH balance. Sometimes you need your pH balance to be thrown off so that you can have that medication to get that person's energy out of your vaginal canal. Y'all don't hear me though. Okay, it's deep. You have to get that person out of your uterus. You have to get that person out of your ass. You have to get that person out of your stomach. You've been swallowing. You've been spitting. Y'all been slopping. Y'all have just been sharing too much of each other's energy, and their energy was never good for you in the first place. Now you have this person's energy constantly in you, and you wondering why you're thinking about them all the time. They have become a part of your DNA. You know, the healing process with someone is decoding yourself. You know, the decoding that you have to put in your body is a mind, body, and soul act. You can't just say I'm going to stop thinking about them. Yeah, no, it's not that easy. You can't just say I'm going to just stop doing it. No, I don't dish with sea soap. Um it depends. It depends on, again, the situation. Um I'm a little scared of certain things, so I will just dish with regular water. I don't like those dishes with with you know, the medicated ones, the iodine ones, because they really take a really bad hit with your pH. So what I do is I will dump whatever comes in the bottle out, and I have a filter thing on my sink, because if you don't know, New Jersey's water is fucked up, so everybody has to have filters on their shit. So I will put the filter water in the dish, and I will dish. Okay, I will dish, and I will do that shit all the time. I will wash. I have scrubbers. I scrub my body down with peppermint soap, face and all. Okay. I will light candles. I have peace candles all around my house. It's been this retrograde has been so strong for me. So I have a protection candle over there. I have a peace candle over here. I got a luck candle over there with a new home candle because I'm trying to move. I have my Lama Dama candle in my room because I like to keep her there, you know, just for peace. I have camphor oil that I put inside of my peace candle. I put it right by my fucking door. So whatever negativity that I had, I can leave outside and I can stop bringing it in my house. I also suggest that you guys start to put water by your door to observe some to absorb that negative energy that just clings to you from the outside. I would suggest that you guys put a cup of water with camphor in it in every room in your house to absorb the negative energy, and change it at least once a week. Okay, I would suggest that you get to a place where if at least once a week you can sage your house out, you do that. Okay, I would try my best to at least give yourself a laxative once a week. Okay, you have to clear your energy of all the bullshit, all the junk food and shit that you just put in your body that fucks with your brain as well. Your digestion system is a direct hit for your brain. The things that you eat, the things that you do, you know, we don't eat the best. Okay, it turns us into fucking monsters. No, cups of water are not bad. Probiotics are an additive to your system, but you still need to cleanse your stomach as much as possible. You do. You do. And you need to drink a lot of water. Okay, so the cups of water. I was picking up camphor. I don't know if I have it here. Do I have my camphor here? I do. Okay, so here's my camphor. Okay. It comes oil like this. It's 100% camphor oil. Yeah, that's right. You put this in water. It also comes in tablets. It comes camphor tablets. If you have pets, you want to put it in a water bottle. Okay, and you want to put them in one corner in every room of your house to absorb the negative energy. I have a candle that I put it in, and it's right here, and my door is right here too. That way, things that are coming in, things that may be in a hallway, whatever, it does not get past this door. Okay, when you're sleeping at night, if you have a I'm sorry, mind block. If you have crystals, you want to put, I have I forgot the name of the crystal, but I have a crystal by my bed. Okay, you want to be able to rest in peace at night. Okay, you want to be able to let yourself get sleep. If you guys are not getting sleep enough at night, that is another way to keep those demons. You know, the demons are out to play at 2 o'clock in the morning. So if you up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're giving your mind time for the devil to sprinkle his negative energy into you. You want to go to sleep at night, even if you have to take something to go to sleep. I just had a conversation with my doctor because I'm like, bitch, I don't go to sleep. Okay, I'm 31 years old and I don't go to sleep. All right. Now, not alone from the fact that I am a sex addict and I must have sex every night, even if it's with myself, I don't go to sleep. ma'am, I need something to go to sleep. She looked at me like I was dumb. I said, okay, I am going to take sleeping medicine to go to sleep if you're not going to help me. She didn't say anything. So I've been taking, okay, so Vicks has this just sleep. Amaya! And I'm not saying you should talk this over with your doctor. Remember, I talk this over with my doctor. Don't just go take his shit without, you know. Amaya! Aside!
Daddy, mommy, what you do?
No. I just needed one of you to hand me my sleeping medicine. That purple bottle of stuff that I drink to go to sleep. It's on my bed.
Huh?
Can you hand me that bottle that has Vicks on it? Give me one of those. Give me some of those. Since they're not going trick or treating this year, they got a whole bunch of fucking candy, which
But
is
we
terrible
not?
because my sugar is high.
We not? Then why you bought costumes?
I didn't.
What? You ordered them.
Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah, it's that one.
these?
It's that one. That's blood.
What?
This yours?
So I use this. It's non-habit forming. Okay, and I be passed out. I have this habit of not going to sleep because ain't no dick here. Okay, because I will go to sleep in a heartbeat if there's dick here. Okay, I will fuck on you and go to sleep. But unfortunately, I am single and I'm learning to be single. And melatonin does not work for me anymore because I've been taking that for quite some time now. So I've switched to this and I get sleep. Okay, now sleep is very important as a part of healing because again, that's where the healing begins. Emotionally, physically, mentally, you have to go to fucking sleep. You have to fucking rest. When you are sick, they put you in induced comas so you can go the fuck to sleep to heal. You have to go to sleep to heal. Okay? You got to go to bed. Set a healthy timer for yourself so you can go to bed, at least get 8 hours of sleep. And if you are not getting that sleep, you need to take something to go to sleep, especially when you're trying to heal from situations. You have to go to sleep. Okay? And that is a big part of healing from anything and anybody is to go the fuck to sleep. You have to get sleep. You have to cleanse your body. You have to go to sleep. You have to be able to make peace. People know I am so peaceful. Other people notice my peacefulness when I walk in a room. I get complimented by my energy so fucking much. It's weird. It's weird. I am very peaceful. I don't even notice it sometimes. I am extremely peaceful. And I always come when people need me. It's weird. That's the healer in me. I'm always Johnny on the spot. And I don't even know it. Sometimes it just be like, hey, call this person. And I'll call them. And they got a whole fucking book that they need me to read. Okay? Some shit that they're going through. And I'm just always here. Which means I am always absorbing people's negative energy. But I am still okay. Why? Because I know how to heal myself as well. Nobody has to pour back into my cup because I can fill my own cup. And that's hard and I hate it, but it's the truth. I'm pretty good at healing my own cup. Okay? Burn. Amen, Queen. I sage every morning. I burn I burn my protection candles. I'm going to do the cups of water with the camphor oil. Yeah, or put the camphor oil and put the camphor oil inside of a white candle. That works well too. White candles with camphor are very common. I just went to my Botanica, and they had a rosemary candle. You can try that too. That calmed me down a lot, but it made me sick. You know, because when these candles come to cleanse you, they're gonna cleanse you. They're trying to help your aura. So whatever your aura is, whatever the glow is around you, if it's off, these candles are gonna bang into that. And if you have a lot of shit going on, you gotta be careful of making yourself sicker. Trying to heal, but that's just like anything. Before you heal yourself, you always get sicker, you know? So you're gonna get sick. Some of you may actually catch a cold. Hold on, my Taurus is texting. The new one. The new one. Yeah, you're sick because you're needing to heal. Because again, like I always tell people, if you don't rest yourself, Spirit and God gonna sit your ass down too. You're going to sit the fuck down. Yes, baby.
It's the piece of them because it doesn't look brown.
Tell your brother to get it.
Salty. Do your room.
He ain't just check it.
Yeah.
Tell him to get the pizza.
I know he's in the room. Salty, I know you're in her room. Come on. Come on, we gotta get the pizza. She's not even looking.
Why are you in my room? I don't find it funny, not one fucking bit.
Come on, son, get the pizza.
I was in our room.
Look it up. Look for a Botanica that's by you. See, you gotta be careful though.
Wow, what? You
Don't take your ass to a Botanica and let them overcharge you with the expensive ass fucking candles that's not even dressed. A plain candle should only be $4, not $7 or $8. Now I get it. Everybody has to make their money, but you know, you have to be very realistic. Dressing a candle is expensive, depending on what type of herbs and things that you use. But fucking in your area, your candle should be no more than $10 tops dressed. Okay?
The pizza's burnt.
Who? How?
That's
Your daughter?
No.
Y'all gonna eat that motherfucker.
Okay.
All right, you guys. So I think I have enlightened you guys so much tonight. What's the name of the healing candle you use? Oh, that's not bad. I use a lot of different candles. Sometimes it's 4 at a time. I'm very, very big on white peace candles with camphor. That's becoming one of my favorite things. I feel the energy change, the energy shift. I even stopped getting sick. Okay. The first batch of candles got me sick. The second batch cleared me. It may have been what I needed though. I may have needed that time, that rest to heal from everything that I was going through, because I'm not thinking as negative as I was either. And I've learned to tell people about themselves, you know, as opposed to holding it in. This retrograde told me to tell motherfuckers about themselves, mothers or whoever. My mother said something earlier to me. I told her straight the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. And she just got quiet. I don't give a fuck. Stop feeling like you need to tell me your opinion. I said what the fuck I said, and I did what the fuck I did, and that's that.
That's your mom.
I don't care if that's my mother.
Don't be cursing at us.
Y'all about to get out of my house.
Your birth.
Not my kids checking me about their grandmother.
That's your birth giver.
Not my kids cursing me out about my own mother. Like, first of all, y'all don't know her like I know her. Okay, I call her whatever the fuck I want to call her. She know why I talk to her like that.
But your only girlfriend called me. They got a partner, right?
Why are you so worried about
I see it on his
his
phone.
girlfriend?
I see it on his phone.
Okay, mind your business. He allowed to have a little friend. All right, you guys, so I'm going to head out. It's been a whole entire hour of Let's Chat. They know it ain't even about grandma giving the best gifts. They are, my kids are family oriented because I've made them that way because my sister and my brothers aren't family oriented. So I've strived on making sure that my kids are extremely family oriented, at least towards each other, because they know if you sons and bitches don't get along, they will be in that
Take our
room
phones. They said they was gonna. She said she was gonna put us in the same t-shirt and stuff.
Okay? Because like I always tell them, the world is a fucked up place. You got crazy people out here. You have all types of shit that you're going to go through in life. And if you two don't love each other unconditionally, who the fuck is going to love y'all? When all lies fail, I could die tomorrow. You guys got to be able to take away. You guys are supposed to be able to take away and take care of each other. And that's just that. I don't play that shit. Y'all, I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers like, you can't treat them the same. Ho, these motherfuckers.